What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Mr. P from Brawl Stars. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So we move over to the left side and draw an oval. Starting from the top, curve around towards the bottom, and we're just going to pull that back up towards the top. Now let's leave a gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top of the oval, curve down to the same height, then back up towards the top. Let's fill the eyes in black. Let's move down and draw on the beak. We start with the edge of the mouth first, starting over on the left side. We'll curve down and then back up. And then from the sides, we want to curve up and in towards the center point. Starting on the left, and curve up, then in. Then we'll curve out and then down on the right. Let's draw on the bottom of the beak. Starting over on the left, we'll curve down and then in towards the middle. We'll curve out and then up on the right. Let's add the bow tie underneath the beak. Right in the center, we start with a point. From this point, I'm going to angle up and out towards the left. Go back to the center, angle up and out towards the right. Let's round out the side of the bow tie. Starting on the left, we'll curve out and just pull that back in. And then from the bottom, we're going to angle up and in towards the center. Now let's move back up and draw on the eyebrow. In line with the top edge of the eyes, we'll move to the center and draw a point. From here, we're going to angle up and out towards the side of the eyebrows. Let's flatten off the end of the eyebrow with a short line going up and in. Now we're just going to pull this down and in. We're going to leave a gap in the center. And then from the inside, we're going to draw two short lines going up. And we'll close off the top with a straight line. Now we're going to move out and draw a large oval for the head. Let's start at the very top. We're going to leave a gap in the middle and draw 2 points. One on the left, and then move over towards the right. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to curve the left side of the oval. Curving out, rounding out the head. I'm just going to pull this in towards the side of the bow tie. Let's go back to the right side and do the same thing. Curving out towards the right, rounding out the head, and pulling that in. Let's close off the top with two curves coming up towards the center point. So we'll start on the left, curve up and then in, curve down and then out towards the right side. And then we're going to move in and draw the trim around the face. On the left side of the eyebrow, we'll step down and curve out, round this out, and again we're going to pull this in towards the top corner of the bow tie. Let's go to the right and do the same thing. Curving out, and rounding this out and pulling that in. Let's add two circles on either side for the cheeks. So we'll start on the left side, draw in that circle, and we're going to line this up on the right side. Let's add the hat over on the right side. From this point, we're going to step out, curve up, and then out. Now I'm going to follow the same curve of the head, going out, and then down to right about there. And we'll curve down and then in towards the top of the head. Let's connect these 2 points with a half circle. Curving up, rounding it out, and then pulling it down. And we're going to add a trim. Taking this curve, we'll step up, and just trace that across. And at the very top, we're going to add a small half circle. Let's move down and draw on the side of the body. From the bow tie, we're going to step out towards the left, curve out, and then down. Line this up on the right side, and do the same thing. Curving out, and then down to the same height. Now from here, we're going to curve down and in towards the middle, leaving a gap. Start on the left. Curve down, and in, step over towards the right, curve out, and then up. Let's connect the inside of the jacket with an upside down V. Starting on the left, we'll go up and then down. And then from the center, we're going to go straight up towards the collar to right about there. Now I'm going to do a V. We're going to go up towards the left underneath the bow tie, go back to the center, and go up and out. Now we're going to draw the outside of the collar. Starting from the center, we're going to draw a flatter angle going out towards the left and then the right. Let's move down and draw 2 circles for the buttons. One on the left, and then we'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. And then we'll trace the buttons along the inside. Let's continue working down the legs. In the middle, we start over on the left side, we draw a slight curve going up and then down on the right. Leaving a gap in the center, move over towards the left, curve out, and then down toward the left heel, go to the right, curve out, and down toward the right heel. Let's curve the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, I'm going to curve down, and then up towards the toe, and we'll do the same thing on the right. And then from the toe, we're going to curve up, and then in towards the ankle. The same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move back up to the hip and draw on the side of the leg. Starting from this corner, we're going to step in, curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in towards the inside of the ankle. Do the same thing on the right. Let's draw the top edge of the foot. Starting on the left, we're going to aim towards the heel with a curve, going out, and then down to right about there. Do the same thing on the right side. And then from the top of the foot, let's step up, draw a curve from left to right, coming down, and then up for the edge of the boot. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now let's move up and draw on the arms. We're going to start with the arm on the right. Halfway down the side of the body, we'll start right here, curve out, and then down towards the wrist. Now from the wrist, we're going to draw on the thumb. Draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a small bracket. Let's add 3 fingers. Starting from the bottom curve of the thumb, we come down and up around the bracket, step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to curve out, round out the arm, and then pull that in behind the head. And then we're going to add in the sleeve. Starting from the top of the thumb, go across, and then bend that up towards the outside. We're going to step up and draw that same curve. Then on the outside of the cuff, we're going to add a circle for the button. Now let's move over and draw the arm on the left. Now this arm is going to be holding a briefcase. Let's line up the inside of the arm, going out towards the left side, curve out, and then down towards the wrist. From the wrist, we're going to draw on the thumb, draw a small half circle, curving in and then out. I'm going to add the handle between the thumb and the fingers. So let's start down here. We're going to draw a half oval going up, rounding up the tail up, and then coming down towards the same height. Close off the bottom with a straight line. Now we're going to stack the fingers in behind the handle. Starting from the bottom, we're going to curve out, and then up the first finger, step down, curve down, and then up the second finger. And then again, the third finger, we're going to start out here, curve around, round out the arm, and then pull that up in behind the head. Now we're going to add in the sleeve, but we're going to curve in the opposite direction than the right side. So we'll start from the wrist, curve up, and then out, and step up and draw that same curve. Now let's add a small circle on the outside of the cuff. Now let's draw on the briefcase. From the handle, we're going to step in, draw an angled line coming down and in. We'll move to the left underneath the fingers. We're going to angle down and out. Now we're going to connect these 2 lines with a straight line going across. Let's come down the sides with 2 straight lines, just on top of the foot. And we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. And then from the bottom of the handle, right in the center, we'll draw a straight line coming all the way down toward the bottom of the briefcase. And that's pretty much it. There's Mr. P from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.